Good morning. As you probably figured out, I'm speaking at all the masses this weekend. In 1964, I professed my first vows as a La Salette. I was 20 years old and life was great. Everything seemed in place. I was looking forward to spending the next years prior to my ordination in the Boston area. The road ahead seemed like it would be smooth sailing. I was home on vacation before moving to the North Shore of Boston permanently. I returned home for lunch and my mother was in the kitchen and she said to me, "You have a letter." I couldn't figure out who possibly even knew I was home or who would have written to me at my home address. I looked at the return address and it was from the La Salette Provincial. I thought he was writing to tell me my vows were invalid. I opened the letter, and to my surprise and initially my horror, he simply said he was writing to inform me I was going to Rome to study philosophy with the plan that after ordination I would teach it. My first thought was that he had lost his mind completely. I was not sure if I even knew how to spell philosophy, and he was talking about me teaching it. Then I realized he was not asking me, he was telling me. So soon after that, I was on a ship heading for Rome. Much to my surprise and delight, I thoroughly enjoyed studying philosophy. One thing I really enjoyed was asking the question, quid sit, what is? Quid sit bonum, what is good? What is beauty? What is good about what is in our world? What is good about man, God in our world? For St. Thomas Aquinas, who was the guru of philosophy at that time, it was all about defining terms. Today I want to ask the question, what does it mean to follow God, and what does it mean to be a Christian? In the Old Testament, it meant to observe the commandments. In the New Testament, it means to live the commandments. The difference is that to observe means to keep the letter of the law. To live means to go beyond that, to let it go from our minds and sink into our hearts. To live the law calls us to do more, to go beyond just the minimal. That is perhaps why Jesus might have reduced the 10 Commandments to 2. Love your neighbor as yourself, and love God. To keep these commandments takes us way beyond the letter of the law. We see this in the very fiber of our parish community here at St. Anne's. We feed the hungry. We minister to the sick and the dying. We reach out to those who are mourning. We minister to the homeless, to veterans, to the poor, to seniors, and to families in need. We give much attention to educating all age groups within our parish, with a special emphasis on our youth. At times people ask me, how is this all possible? How is it that we're able to do all these ministries? And the answer is fairly simple. It's possible because so many of you want to be players. You do not just want to sit on the sidelines, on the bench, and be observers. This weekend, we begin the Archbishop's annual appeal. I call on all of you to be players as we progress towards our goal of $244,000. We did it last year, and the overage of $122,000 will come back to the parish tax-free. That is a testament to you, the parishioners of St. Anne's. And for this, I sincerely thank you. We are blessed in this archdiocese to have Archbishop Gregory, Bishop Zarama, and Bishop Talley. God has truly blessed us. I feel the annual appeal is a way that we show our gratitude toward them and toward their leadership. In my 41 years as a priest, I have not experienced better leadership in any diocese. Also, the theme of the annual appeal this year is, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Participation in this appeal reminds us that our neighbor extends far beyond what we can even imagine. Even though we do not know the names of the people that we help through this appeal, even though we don't know where they live, we are closely related and bonded to them through our baptism and the core of our call to discipleship. Whatever you do to the least of my brothers and sisters, you do unto me. So again, I invite you to get off the bench and play as hard as you can in building the kingdom of God. And I think through your participation is very instrumental in realizing more fully what we're called to as Christians and how we can build the kingdom of God. God bless you and thank you.